157 people have been reported dead and 375 injured in the earthquake measuring 6.4 on the Richter scale that struck the far west region of Nepal, with Jajarkot's Rami Dara as its epicenter. Meanwhile, the government has decided to provide 50 million rupees each to the earthquake-hit districts of Jajarkot and Rukum West, while province governments, political parties and various organizations have also announced of providing relief and assistance to the earthquake victims. Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha and these are the headlines of the hour. Death toll in the Jajarkot earthquake rises to 157, 375 people injured receiving treatment at local health institutions as well as in hospitals in Nepalganj, Surkhet and Kathmandu. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal commits to relocating the earthquake victims and providing them relief. Government decides to provide 50 million rupees each to Jajarkot and Rukum West. Israel admits responsibility for an attack outside a Gaza hospital, killing and wounding dozens, says it targeted an ambulance being used by Hamas. UN condemns the attack. And Pakistan defeat New Zealand by 21 runs to stay alive in the semi-final race. Fakhar Zaman scores a century in the win. Rachin Ravindra's century goes in vain. Australia inching towards victory against England. The death toll due to last night's earthquake with its epicenter in Karnali's Jajarkot has reached 157. The Ministry of Home Affairs has said that some 375 others are reported injured in the earthquake. A 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck Jajarkot at 11:47 p.m. with its epicenter in Ramidana last night. According to the police, 157 people have lost their lives in the earthquake. 105 people have been killed in Jajarkot alone, with 33 males and 72 females. 52 people have lost their lives in Rukum West, with 25 males and 27 females. 81 individuals have been injured in Jajarkot and 78 in Rukum West. Police data show that 170 individuals have been injured in the two most affected districts. According to police, 8 injured individuals of Rukum West have been rescued and brought to Kathmandu for treatment. They are out of danger and are being treated at the TU Teaching Hospital in the capital's Maharajganj. The remaining injured are being treated at the district hospital, Chor Jahari Hospital and other health institutions in the district. Likewise, 27 injured are receiving treatment at Bheri Hospital in Nepalganj and 25 are being treated at Surkhet Hospital. Another individual is being treated at Koholpur Hospital. Meanwhile, one person who was taken to Nepalganj has passed away. 3 individuals each have been injured in Dailek and Jumla. The security heads of both the affected districts have said that rescue operations are underway with the efforts of all 3 security bodies. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal, along with a team of health workers, reached the earthquake-affected region of Jajarkot this morning and took stock of the situation there. Prime Minister Dahal reached Jajarkot on a Nepal Army helicopter this morning and went to Sani Bheri Hospital to receive information on the condition of the injured admitted at the hospital. The Prime Minister went on the chopper carrying medical supplies along with 16 health workers. The Prime Minister urged everyone to help in the search, rescue and relief efforts. 25 injured people were rescued and taken to Surkhet for treatment on the helicopter that the Prime Minister was on board. Meanwhile, 3 helicopters of the Nepal Army and an airplane of Nepal Airlines Corporation carrying health workers, rescue workers and relief materials reached the earthquake-hit area of Jajarkot and Rukum West this morning. The government has decided to move forward by centering on the issues of rescue, treatment and relief for the earthquake victims. The meeting held under the leadership of Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Naran Kaji Shrestha at the Home Ministry today has decided to center the government efforts on rescue and relief operations for this time being. The meeting was also attended by the Chief Secretary and heads of the security bodies. The Home Minister said that arrangements have been made for the victims to be treated in hospitals in the affected areas as well as hospitals in Surkhet and Nepalganj. The meeting has also decided to provide 50 million rupees each to 2 affected districts from the Central Relief Management Fund. According to the Ministry of Home Affairs, basic relief items have been sent to the affected areas, while Nepal Army, Nepal Police and Armed Police Force have been mobilized for rescue and relief operations. The government has said that additional workforce will be deployed if required. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, why has the health insurance program not been fully implemented? 48% voted for A, lack of government assistance. 24% voted for B, board is a mere recruitment center. And 28% voted for C, procedural hassles. And here's today's question. Why is the government mechanism to alert disasters not effective? Your options are A, lack in information technology, B, negligence by employees, and C, lack of responsibility. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Nepal is in the high-risk zone for earthquakes due to its geographical conditions. Experts had considered the western region of Nepal prone to seismic activities, as major earthquakes in the region had not been recorded for more than 500 years. Last night's earthquake, with its epicenter in Jajarkot, caused loss of lives and property. Experts have attributed the losses mainly due to weak infrastructures and have urged everyone to remain cautious in this regard. According to the National Earthquake Monitoring and Research Center, the western region of Nepal is considered high risk for earthquake, as a major earthquake has not occurred there in the past 500 years. According to experts, the movement of the tectonic plates under the surface of the earth releases energy in waves that travels through the earth's crust and causes earthquakes. The friction between the Tibetan and Indian tectonic plates that lies below the surface of the earth, where Nepal is located, releases such seismic energy. According to the National Earthquake Monitoring and Research Center, 211 tremors had been recorded by 11 noon today after the 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck the western region of Nepal at 11:47 p.m. last night. Experts suggest that the loss of lives and property due to the earthquake can be minimized by emphasizing on construction of earthquake-resistant structures. The massive destruction caused by the 2015 April earthquake had taught a lesson of preparedness and awareness. The government had implemented various measures, including the construction of earthquake-resistant buildings. However, its implementation has remained feeble. Yesterday's earthquake is a reminder for the authority to strictly implement such measures to minimize losses caused by earthquakes in the future. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked people in several provinces regarding ways to ensure effective rescue and relief operations during disasters. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जति पनि पीडितहरू हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरुको उद्धार र घाइतेहरूको उपचारमा चाहिँ सरकार गम्भीर भएर लाग्नुपर्छ।
राज्यका सबै संयन्त्र सँगसँगै स्थानीय नागरिकहरूको पनि चाहिँ परिचालन गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने लाग्छ।
सामानहरू कहाँबाट जुटाएर हुन्छ, कसरी जुटाएर हुन्छ, के गरेर हुन्छ भनेर त्यो चाहिँ आफ्नो पहिले नै एउटा चाँडो भन्दा चाँडो माइन्ड मेकअप गरेर चाहिँ त्यहाँ लग्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो हुन्छ।
राज्यको मात्र मुख पनि ताक्नु हुँदैन। यो बेला तपाई हामी सबैले हरेक क्षेत्रबाट हामी नेपाली दाजुभाइ दिदीबहिनीहरू चाहे स्वदेशमा रहनुभएका चाहे विदेशमा रहनुभएका सबैले हामीलाई पीडित पक्षका लागि भन्ने हिसाबले एकदम सही ठाउँमा पुगोस् भन्ने हिसाबले हामीले प्रभावकारी बनाउनु पर्छ।
पीडितहरूको आवश्यकता अनुसार राहत वितरण गर्न जरुरी छ।
र विपद व्यवस्थापन सम्बन्धी जुटिरहेका चाहिँ हाम्रा संरचनाहरूलाई ती निकायहरूलाई तत्काल प्रभावकारी हिसाबबाट परिचालन गर्नुपर्छ।
सबैभन्दा धेरै त अब स्थानीय निकाय नै सक्रिय हुनुपर्छ।
खाद्यान्न, आवास र स्वास्थ्यप्रति ध्यान दिनुपर्छ।
स्रोत साधन युक्त एकीकृत टोली परिचालन गर्ने र क्रमिक रूपमा आवश्यक राहत वितरण गर्ने।
It's time now for the international update. Israel admitted responsibility for an attack outside a Gaza hospital that witnesses say killed and wounded dozens, with videos showing people bloodied and strewn across the ground. Israel said it targeted an ambulance being used by Hamas. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said he was horrified by the ambulance strike, reiterating his calls for a ceasefire and condemnation of Hamas, while saying the bombardment of Gaza must stop. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is meeting key Middle Eastern powers today as part of his third visit to the region since Hamas's attack on Israel on 7th of October. Blinken, who was in Israel for talks yesterday, has previously said the U.S. believes efforts to get humanitarian assistance in and hostages out of Gaza would be facilitated by humanitarian pauses. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said his government opposes any temporary ceasefire in Gaza unless Hamas frees all hostages. Meanwhile, on the ground, Israel's military has said it is surrounding Gaza City as its bombardment of the enclave intensifies.
Sports news.
Nepal and Oman, who have both qualified for the T20 World Cup after winning their respective semi-final matches yesterday, are clashing in the title decider of the ICC World Cup Asia qualifiers tomorrow. The match will kick off at 11 a.m. at the Tribhuvan University Cricket Ground in Kantipur tomorrow. Team Nepal qualified for the T20 World Cup for the second time in their cricketing history. Nepal crushed the UAE by 8 wickets in the semi-final yesterday to ensure their berth in the T20 World Cup 2024 to be jointly hosted by the US and West Indies. Oman also qualified for the T20 World Cup 2024 after thumping Bahrain by 10 wickets in yesterday's semi-final. In their last group stage match, Nepal had suffered a 5-run defeat against Oman and were runners-up in Group A, while Oman topped the group. Nepal will be looking to avenge their defeat by winning the final tomorrow. Nepal's opening batters are in good form as Kushal Bhurtel is at the top of the list for scoring most runs with 154 runs in 4 matches. Asif Sheikh is second in the list with 128 runs, while Oman's opener Pratik Athawale is third with 128 runs. The comeback of injured all-rounder Dipender Singh Airi has boosted the spirit of Nepali players. If Sandeep Lamichhane grabs 4 wickets in tomorrow's final, he will set a record of becoming the fastest bowler in the world to claim 100 wickets. Oman bowlers Aqib Ilyas and Bilal Khan are the top wicket takers in the tournament with 8 wickets each. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.